What's going on, guys? D Monzano here. Thank you so much for clicking on this review. Before I even get started, I have to apologize. Guys, this past week and a half has been ridiculous. I'm not making excuses. I should have had this review up last Wednesday. But hey, as always, better late than never. I'm here. I'm finally getting this done, and I'm excited to talk about Creed 2. I have not stopped talking about this movie ever since I've seen it, so I'm excited. Yeah. Cue the intro. First off, all I kept saying during the build-up to this movie was that I had low expectations because Ryan Coogler wasn't directing again. I was like, Creed 1 was so well directed, and now the sequel is going to be done by someone I've never even heard of before. No offense. And I'll just go ahead and say this right now. I love it when I'm wrong. I love it when I'm wrong. This movie's incredible. Stephen Caple Jr., I'm sorry I ever doubted you. It won't ever happen again. This is what going to the movies is all about for me. There's great actors everywhere. It's character driven, it's story driven, it's very well directed. You can just tell that everyone involved was creating a project that they were all proud to be a part of. Quick question, how many times can Sylvester Stallone play the character Rocky and still make him feel so fresh? There's something about the way he plays Rocky that always just makes him such a likable character. Whenever he talks, you listen. It doesn't matter what he's saying, you listen. Whether it's him giving advice to Creed or even talking about light bulbs on his porch. It just feels like such a real pleasure to get to hear him speak. His performance here is so loving, charming, it's heart-touching. You care about Rocky so much that when Creed might say something rude to him out of emotion, it makes you just think, oh, man, come on. Why'd you have to say that to him? You feel for him because you care about him. And Sly's been playing Rocky for like 8 movies straight now, so to still care about him as much now as you ever have before is huge. And we cannot bring up acting and not talk about Michael B. Jordan. Some may argue and say that they think Fruitvale Station is his best work today, and I won't argue with that because I can completely understand why you would think that. But in this movie, I see a very mature and evolved actor. I can tell that he's growing more and more. In my opinion, he's one of the best in the business at this moment in time. He showed so much vulnerability in this movie, so much heart. You care about him so much that he almost feels like family. I know that sounds crazy, but I felt like I was watching my own brother fighting in that ring. I think it's impossible not to root for this guy. When he's getting hit, you almost feel that hit yourself. And when he hits somebody, it makes you want to stand up and clap your hands as loud as you can. I can't talk good enough about him. Again, I think he's one of the best doing it. Michael B. Jordan, bro, you're that guy. But anyways, if you haven't seen the trailer, Creed is the heavyweight champion of the world, and he gets challenged by this big buff dude from Russia that's running through all of his competition easily. And the dude is built like a tank. He's a very scary looking guy, but that guy is not just any guy. That guy is the son of Drago. Drago is the guy that killed Creed's father. So you end up having a pretty emotional movie on all type of aspects, because on one end, you have Creed saying, I have to take this fight. These people killed my father. And on the other end, you have Rocky telling him, listen, I had to hold your father in my arms as he died and took his last breath. I don't want to see that shit happen again. You don't have to do this. And what really surprised me the most is the fact that even though the Dragos are the villains, we get to see a lot of backstory on these characters that shed a lot of light on why they are the way they are and why they need this Creed fight to happen. You actually kind of feel bad for them. And by the end of the movie, you kind of care about them a little bit too, which is crazy. I did not expect that type of direction with this movie. The fighting, wow. Let's talk about that. The sound design for the fighting scenes is ridiculously good. Every punch sounds like it hurts. Every body shot makes you cringe up. The sounds make you just, ugh. The choreography is insane. You get lost in the moment and forget that you're watching a movie and you feel like you're at an actual fight, especially by the end of the movie. I didn't care that I was in a movie theater anymore. I am always the respectable moviegoer that does not talk during movies, but I was hyped during this one. I was clapping, I was shouting, I was cheering, and so were a lot of the other people in my theater. It sucks you in and makes you feel like you are in Creed's corner. For the negatives, I will say, just like in Creed 1, There are a few moments that are slow for the drama and building characters. And that's not a negative for me, but I do have to mention it because even my brother said he liked all of the action scenes in Creed 1, but the one thing that he did not like about that movie was how slow it was at certain parts. He found those parts pretty boring. So again, not a negative for me because I actually like seeing these characters outside of the ring. And because of those moments, to me, by the time you get to the ending, it was that much more impactful. Again, the ending, maybe top 3 Rocky endings of all time for me. I'd say you got Rocky 2, where Rocky drops Apollo, but when Apollo falls, Rocky falls down too. So now the countdown has begun. 1, 2, 3, and both of them are struggling to get up. And you're like, get up, Rocky, get up. And when Rocky finally makes it to the top of his feet, as soon as they say the number 10, everyone goes crazy. It's just iconic. Then you got Rocky 3, where Rocky's just letting Mr. T throw his hardest shots at him. Bop, bop, bop. And he's just trash talking the shit out of him. Come on, that's all you got? You ain't so bad. And then he just comes out and starts giving Mr. T the work. Head movement was on point, quick jabs. And then you got the music with each final blow. And then you got this. I know some people will disagree with me, but Creed 2, I cannot remember the last time a boxing movie has had me so emotionally invested to the point where I felt like I was there with him in the ring. In the end, I have to say, although I love Creed 1, this right here, I love this one a lot more. Again, I felt more emotionally invested. It brought tears to my eyes, and for that reason, Creed 2 is a knockout. Do I recommend this film? Hell yes, go see it. And I hope for your sake that you get to see it in a room full of people, because when you have that much energy going on in one room, it's pretty intense. That is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, as always, please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. Give me a like, comment down below. Have you seen Creed 2? Did it make you want to stand up and shout? Did it make you clap your hands, or am I just exaggerating? I want to know your thoughts. Please let me know down below. Wish me luck tonight. I'm gonna go see The Possession of Hannah Grace. I'll let you know what I think about it tomorrow. So until next time, I'll see you on the next review.